Good morning. I'm Verghese. First up, in Bengaluru's Abhigare, a massive fire gutted a factory. The factory belonged to Monarch company that manufactured foams and adhesives. The fire started at around 11:30 last night. The fire spread due to the presence of foam meant for car seats being stacked in huge quantities in the factory. Around 8 fire tenders were rushed to the spot to rein in the flames. Shockingly, the place also stored around 30 barrels of oil, but luckily it did not catch fire. The firefighters have doused the flames. The losses, however, estimated to run into crores of rupees. Firefighters found it very difficult to in fact douse the flames. 8 fire tenders were in fact sent to Abhigare to control the flames in this particular factory. The factory belonged to the Monarch company and it was manufacturing foams. There was a lot of foams that were stacked up in the factory for the car seats, and this in fact turned out to be the fuel for the fire. The reason for the fire is yet to be ascertained. An investigation is going on to find out what could have caused this massive fire. But luckily there were around 30 barrels of oil in the place and that did not in fact catch fire. The firefighters in fact took hours to douse the flames. 8 fire tenders were rushed to the spot to ensure that this fire could in fact be contained. But however, the losses for this factory due to this fire could in fact run into crores of rupees, as a lot of material, not only the stacked up foam, but a lot of machinery also was gutted in the flames. The entire factory has in fact been burnt to ashes. There's only the skeletal structure that remains. It took the firefighters hours together to put down the flames, and it was in fact a lot of chemicals were also present in the factory that have burnt up, and so the firefighters had to in fact douse the flames from a distance so as to not to inhale the poisonous fumes. The CCB sleuths conducted a raid on a bar based on a tip-off that it was running a prostitution racket. 29 women from different parts of India were rescued from Saki Bar and Restaurant, which is located on Gandhinagar Road. A woman who was arrested earlier from Bagani Lodge in Indiranagar, she was the one who tipped off the police that she used to work in Saki Bar as a bar girl and later was forced into prostitution. Now the police have arrested 15 customers and 8 staff members of the bar. The cops have launched a massive manhunt for the owner. The police have in fact busted a prostitution den in the city. It was based on a tip-off from another arrest. A woman was arrested from Bagani Lodge in Indiranagar, and while interrogating her, she confessed that she was a bar girl and was in fact working at Saki Bar and Restaurant. The police, based on the tip-off, raided the bar and in fact they were able to apprehend 15 customers and 8 bar staff. The woman tipped off saying that there was prostitution that was happening, and the police are in fact looking at the verification process of the women who've been caught in the racket, and they're trying to establish from which part of the country they come from. Several women have been involved in this, and now a massive manhunt has been in fact lodged against the owner of the Saki Bar and Restaurant. The bar is on Gandhinagar. ADGP Ravindranath met Siddaramaiah late last night. The meeting between the two lasted for over an hour. The ADGP is said to have requested the CM for a fair probe, claiming that he is innocent. The ADGP said after the meeting that he will even knock at the High Court's doors if he doesn't get justice. The ADGP Ravindranath was in fact embroiled in a controversy with regards to pictures being taken on a mobile phone of a woman without her consent at Oberpaid Cafe, has in fact been running from pillar to post, saying that he was innocent in the entire matter. Now he's been given an audience with the Chief Minister, and after meeting the Chief Minister for an hour, the ADGP said that he had in fact spoken to the Chief Minister with regards to his version of the events and apprised him of what happened actually at that place, and he's also open for an investigation. He also went on to add that he would approach the High Court if there is no fair investigation. The ADGP has been also at loggerheads with the senior colleagues and IPS officers, as there were several allegations that he had made against them with regards to the discriminatory nature in which they have been treating him. These allegations were in fact targeted at top cops of the Karnataka police. This prompted the Chief Minister to himself intervene and ask for the squabble to be ended fast and that a proper investigation should be launched into the matter. The CID has been in fact tasked with investigating into this particular case. The ADGP has been saying that the CID has not been investigating with regards to the matter in Oberpaid Cafe, and that he finds that there is some kind, his allegations are that there is some kind of playing around by the CID to in fact not to investigate that particular case. That is the allegations that he had been saying, and now he has met with the Chief Minister and he's requested the Chief Minister to ensure that there is a fair investigation in his case. Many go to any extent to make quick bucks. In Andhra Pradesh, red sandalwood smuggling has become the easiest way to make money. Take a look.
Seemandhra is blessed with natural wealth. Red sandalwood is found in abundance in the Seshachalam forests. There's a worldwide demand for the red sandalwood that is exported from here. But along with trade, smuggling too is on the rise. Smuggling is thriving despite joint operations of the police and the forest department officials. The police have arrested many in this regard, but nothing seems to have changed the situation here. Recently, the Tirupati Zone Police arrested close to 300 smugglers. Kadapa, Nellore, Prakasham and Chittur have become the hotbed of red sandalwood smuggling. With hundreds of smugglers being arrested on a daily basis, all the jails in Rayalaseema region are flooded with accused.
సుమారుగా నెలలో ఒక 100 మంది దాకా అరెస్ట్ చేసి రిమాండ్కి పంపడం జరుగుతూ ఉంది. ఈ రిమాండ్కి పంపే ఖైదీలకు కానీ జైలు కానీ సరిపోకుండా పక్కన జిల్లాలు నెల్లూరు, కడప, తర్వాత మదనపల్లి అక్కడ కూడా పంపడం జరుగుతుంది. చిత్తూరు జిల్లాలన్నీ ఫుల్ అయిపోయినాయి. ఇక్కడ అన్ని ఎస్పీ గారు మాకు కావాల్సినటువంటి రవాణా సదుపాయం అన్ని కల్పిస్తున్నారు. ఆ దగ్గరలో కానీ దూరంలో కానీ ఏ జైల్లో ఖాళీ ఉంటే ఆ జైల్లో మేము వీళ్ళని తరలించడం జరుగుతూ ఉంది.
The smugglers too are well armed and reports of counter-attacks have also been reported during raids. Despite their best efforts, the police and forest department officials are unable to put an end to smuggling of the valuable red sandalwood. So far, about 5,000 petty smugglers have been arrested, with most of them hailing from Tamil Nadu. Now, in a bid to put an end to illegal activities, the police are on the lookout for kingpins who orchestrate smuggling.
A team has been following all the top leaders, top kingpins who are all involved in red sandal smuggling. Already meeku telesinade, we have circulated this notice which is giving a strong message to the public that whoever supports the red sandal smugglers or who are even thinks of doing this activity will be stringently punished by the law, and police are seriously taking action against them.
The cops have arrested 7 kingpins belonging to Kadapa, Nellore and Chittur. They are of the hope that these arrests will bring down the rate of smuggling. But the big question is, will it? Ramat Kanchagar, News 9, Hyderabad.
Schools across the state have reopened and students are busy shopping for books and other stationery. An NGO has come forward to change the shopping experience. Take a look.
Do you have any idea where leftover pamphlets and other campaigning material made of paper go after the recently concluded elections? Well, the material was shifted to a recycling plant for making paper pens. Yes, an NGO called Samarpana initiated this innovative idea and is distributing pens among the students. It is not that they use only pamphlets. Newspaper cuttings too are used for making pens. They have very simple ways of making pens. All that they need is papers or the pamphlets neatly cut to a particular size and discarded refills. They even use new refills. A refill is placed on the paper and rolled over it. Later the ends are stuck using an adhesive. Once the body of the pen is ready, they prepare a cap.
ಪಕ್ಷದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಕರಪತ್ರಗಳಿದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ಸಂಗ್ರಹ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದರ ಸಂಗ್ರಹ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಈ ವ್ಯರ್ಥವಾಗುವ ರೀಫಿಲ್ಗಳು ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಏನೋ ಇಂಕ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅದರಿಂದ ಅದನ್ನು ಉಜ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದರಿಂದ ಎರಡಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬೇಕೋ ಬೇಡವೋ ಒಂದು ಪಕ್ಷದವರ ಪ್ರಚಾರವೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಚುನಾವಣೆಯ ನಂತರವೂ ಪ್ರಚಾರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲೋ ಸದ್ಬಳಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಗಳು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಈಗ ಒಂದು 2-3 ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 5-10 ಸಾವಿರ ಪೆನ್ ಅಂತೂ ಕನಿಷ್ಠ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದಾಜಿದೆ. ಖಂಡಿತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
The schools reopened recently and on 5th June it was World Environment Day. To mark these two occasions, Samarpana distributed pens among school children. The NGO is taking the help of teachers to spread the message across and bring awareness about curbing the use of plastic materials. According to the officials, they have manufactured approximately 10,000 pens till date and have even distributed them. The teachers have a word of appreciation for the efforts of this organization.
ಕೆಲವು ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಮರುಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಬಳಸಬಹುದು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ರಿ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅನೇಕ ಕಲುಷಿತವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲವು ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಬೇರ್ಪಡಿಸಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಪರಿಸರವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಾಪಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮಂಥ ಯುವಕರು ಮುಂದೆ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂದು ಮಕ್ಕಳಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಜ್ಞೆಯನ್ನು ಮೂಡಿಸಿದಾಗ ನಾವು ಈ ಪರಿಸರವನ್ನು ಸ್ವಚ್ಛವಾಗಿಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಹಾಯವಾಗುತ್ತೆ.
Well, lot of people talk about environment and ill effects of using plastic, but very few practice what they preach. Effort from groups like Samarpana is really commendable. Maltesh for News9, Bengaluru.